This is my good friend Tony Singh. He's an Edinburgh boy and one of Scotland's finest chefs.
Service! This is my good friend Cyrus Toriwala, OBE. He came from Bombay 20 years ago, and nowadays he even cooks for Her Majesty the Queen.
Britain on a plate.
We both love this beautiful country of ours.
Even its weather.
And British food is the best in the world. But sadly, in most British homes, spices are banished to the back of the cupboard.
That's 2010. But that's 2009. Bought in 2001.
Oh dear. It's vintage.
We want to spread the joy of spices. Spices are not just hot, they are the simplest way to add a whole array of drama and flavor to food.
So, we've got an idea. We're going to travel the country to show how spices can make British food even more delicious.
Star anise, apple crumble.
What about fish and chips with spicy batter? We are going to
Spice up Britain.
I love every lick of it. I like it.
Right, Cyrus, you've made it to Scotland, God's country. We've got the best weather, the best meat, the best fish, the best cheese. To the nation's riches, we're going to add the magic of spice here in my hometown Edinburgh and down on the borders.
I'll show you how a spicy marinade is the secret to a juicy Sunday roast. You know what that is?
What is it?
Juices inside.
Yep.
I think it's going to be perfect, sir.
That's wonderful.
I'll be adding the exotic scent of cardamom to Scotland's favourite dessert.
That is amazing. That really is good. Oh,
A flash of smoked paprika will transform a plate of smoked salmon.
That's good.
And we'll be adding a spicy kick to Scottish football's traditional meat pie.
Let's see these pies. They're all right, eh? We're in for it.
We want to show how spices can take Scottish produce to a new dimension. And the most famous of all is whiskey. It's why my family came from Punjab over 60 years ago. I asked my dad, I said, why did my granddad come to this coldest part of Britain? He said, well, the streets were meant to be paved with gold and the rivers ran with whiskey.
What would Scotland be without India buying all his whiskies?
Happier. In Edinburgh, you can still get single malts from the oak barrels they're matured in.
This is something that will go brilliantly with any spices actually because the character is just perfect. Bit of cardamom,
Look at that. Yeah.
little honey, sweetness already on the nose.
Yeah. This,
Is perfect actually, very, very soft.
we can have some spicy fun with a silky lowland malt.
Cheers.
And a cracking dessert that'll show off some of Scotland's best ingredients. Spices like vanilla, nutmeg and cinnamon add a sensuous sweetness to any creamy pudding. But cardamom, with its 25 essential oils, is the most sensuous of all.
Chef!
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I need you to help me
Man,
make,
have some peace.
make Cranachan with a twist, Chef.
So what's that, Ranakin?
Cranachan is oats, cream, honey, whiskey, soft fruits. We've got these lovely raspberries today. The twist we're going to add is some lovely cardamom in the honey and some rose water.
First, toast 40 grams of pinhead oatmeal to bring out the nutty flavour. Then I'm whisking 400 millilitres of rich double cream.
So cardamom is this amazing spice really. Because when the pod is fresh, it's so juicy and it's as sweet as sugar. A cardamom pod is a packet of perfume magic. The stronger the color, the stronger the flavor.
Yes, that's fine.
Throw 20 pods in a pestle and mortar. Pounding separates the seeds from the papery pods and loosens the aromatic oils. Then toast to draw the oils out. Heat half a jar of runny honey and add the crushed and toasted cardamom seeds.
Chef, how's the honey?
Oh, it's ready.
Come on then. Let's go.
Just putting a bit of cinnamon flavor inside. Stirring the mixture with a cinnamon stick adds extra flavor.
That's what we need.
Then take the cardamom honey and add it to 200 grams of fresh raspberries.
Special glasses, sir. Special
Okay,
glasses.
smell that.
Rose.
Okay,
Beautiful.
yes, English rose water.
Chef, you don't get roses in Scotland, do you?
Yes, we do. Blue ones.
I buy English rose water from the supermarket, and the rose petals I add are just for that extra bling. And now, for that golden whiskey.
A little bit of whiskey, please.
Irish whiskey?
Oh my God, look at the fork. You stick it right in your eye. No, Scottish whiskey. Okay. Okay, chef. You pass me the glasses, please. Doctor. You pass me the oatmeal, please.
Now, add the nutty oatmeal to the raspberries and cream, honey, rose water,
Chef,
and whiskey.
who said raspberries and cream cannot be exciting?
I don't know.
We're serving our super sensuous spiced Cranachan in tall glasses.
Thank you.
That's for me. That's for you.
Then garnishing with the remaining toasted oatmeal, fresh raspberries, and a scattering of rose petals. Beautiful.
I'm not cheating. You got a whole thing for yourself.
Wow. Man.
The honey, the whiskey, and the raspberries together. That's fabulous. Sanja.
What do I say?
Slanjava.
Java.
Yeah, come on.
Britishness at its best.
We're here in Edinburgh, and I've brought Cyrus to the best part of town, Leith, where I'm proud to say I was born and raised. I'm taking him to meet the ladies who have been my inspiration since the day I was born.
This is where always the immigrants came. It's that sense of community, that sense of everybody's hardship shared. But that's one of the things when we were children that you found everybody was hungry. And if you were clever, you realised if you helped in the kitchen, you got to lick the spoon, you got a little bit extra. So that's where my passion started, helping my mum, my aunties.
This social enterprise cafe gives ladies from the local area, like my mum, a place to showcase their fantastic home cooking.
Hi, Mum.
Hi, son.
This is Sam.
That's Mum.
Yeah,
What was he like when he was a young boy?
Very good boy. Very well. Really
I don't
very
believe.
mischievous as well.
I don't
but
believe. So what are you making here?
I'm making haggis pakoras
Scottish with an Indian twist.
with Indian twist. We usually buy the haggis whole.
Yeah.
And then we
You open it up?
Yeah. And then we add all the spices to it. Onions, coriander, ginger.
You got cumin?
Yes. And then once we
Yeah.
mix it up, then
Yeah.
we make it into balls, and then we just
Coat it in the batter.
put it in the batter.
Now I see where Tony gets it from. So can you tell me briefly what you put inside?
The butter is in gram flour,
Yeah, basil,
chili
yeah.
powder,
Yeah.
coriander, and a wee bit of special mum's secret
You're gonna tell
ingredient.
me a little hint about what's special, Mum.
I can't tell the secret. I wouldn't even tell Tony.
Spices were difficult to get hold of in Scotland when my mum was a little girl. It's a different world today for my family.
Yeah,
We were
yeah,
small.
yeah.
They called us curry kids because they would say, "Oh, you smell
smell."
of curry," and now it's one of the top, food
is,
in,
it is,
in
it
Great
is.
Britain.
We've seen where Tony gets his love of spicing British produce. Now, he wants to show how spice can bring a new lease of life to a national institution.
Chef, what I'm going to do for you is a traditional Scottish pie.
Yep.
I'm going to step up a gear. I'm going to give it lovely spices that work well with some lovely lamb. Can you help me, please?
Sure. What do you
If
want
you
to do?
can chop the onion, the garlic, the chilli, I will get the spice mixture ready. We'll get to start off by toasting the whole spices like we always do for a spice mixture, just to get the essential oils going. We've got coriander seeds. Add a lovely lemony flavour there, quite nutty.
These citrusy coriander seeds are the perfect partner for earthy, aromatic cumin. And in cuisines all over the world, they work best as a team.
Here we go, cumin. What lamb dish wouldn't have cumin in it? Pop that in. Adds that lovely aromatic smell to it.
And now for a spice that looks as exotic as it is flavoursome.
It's a nutmeg. Look at that, beautiful. Nutmeg comes out. It's inside that dark seed But what we're after is the outside membrane, which is mace.
Mace is similar to nutmeg, but sweeter, more subtle, and in Britain, we buy it dried.
You've seen it bright red when it's fresh off the tree, but when it dries, it intensifies its flavour and it goes this lovely orange colour.
Unlike ground spice, whole spices must always be heated to release their flavours, but gently does it, or they will burn.
This is what's going to add the zing to the pie. So we're just going to pop it in here. I'm going to put my salt in as well so it grinds it down. And I'm going to put in some white pepper as well. And we've got a good grind.
Ground spices work like ground coffee. The finer they grind, the quicker they release their flavour.
I've never had a Scotch pie. I'm very afraid of Scottish things
Why?
because I used a lot of them.
You like a little bit of whiskey.
I like a bit of whiskey.
You like me.
I'm getting used to it.
That's okay. Okay, if we put in the minced lamb, double mince it, about 700 grams.
700 grams, yeah?
Okay, we're putting in the spices.
Go for it.
Lovely. Oh,
Let me smell the spices, sir.
the aroma.
Wow.
Okay, that's all of them.
And now to add some heat, and for that we need chilli. There are over 3,000 known varieties worldwide. I'm using one that you can get in the supermarkets. It's medium heat and the fire is in the membrane. So for that extra kick, I'm leaving it in.
1 pepper, 2 chilies, 1 red onion, roughly
4 cloves of garlic.
4 cloves of garlic. So once you've got this minced base
Yeah.
with the spices and everything in it, you can do so much. Make
yeah.
burgers, seek kebab, meatballs.
Yeah.
Meatballs are lovely. Yeah.
Good.
Put this in. Oh, lovely.
President. Nice and proper.
Full. You want
Goodly,
a
goodly,
full
goodly.
pie. Chef, can you pass me the pastry I've rolled out to the lid, please?
My dear sir, pastry is all nicely warmed up for you. All ready to go.
Fantastic. So we'll just pop that on.
I've used hot water pastry. You could also use short crust pastry on top of the spicy filling.
So, got this lovely pie, we're just crimping it in.
Yep. Shall I beat some egg for you?
Yes, please. Okay, just a little hole.
What for?
Let the steam out.
Finally, a quick brush with beaten egg, and we're going to pop it in the oven at 180 degrees for an hour.
Now, for the moment I've been waiting for. There we go. Wow. Crispy pastry and melt in the mouth lamb with citrusy juices and a good warm kick of chili. Don't disturb me now, chef.
What do you think, Chef?
I'm tasting. That is fantastic because you got a Scottish classic with that twist in it. Super. I love the flavor of the lamb coming through over everything else, but then you got the mace. The mace never dies. Mace loves to come through, and it's coming through very scented, very beautiful, very sweet. That then brings me to the conclusion that this is the future of all pies in Scotland. The spice men have landed.
The spacemen might have landed, but do we have a future? To find out, we're heading for the Hibernian Football Club, where eating Scotch pie is a Saturday afternoon ritual.
We are hoping to start a new craze with our spicy halftime pies.
Right. Let's go, cook.
Yep. These fellas have been given an extra kick with Mr. Singh's lamb spice mix. Unfortunately, Mr. Singh himself is under a bit of stress.
We're messing about with their pies. You know what I mean? This is the
Traditional
thing,
pies.
Traditional pies. A Scotch pie is a Scotch pie. We're going to make it outstanding. But I'm worried. It's not a done deal. You know what I mean? It's going to be a bit worrying. We're going to get out, see what happens. Never mind the result of the game, because I know we're going to win. But see these pies, if they're not right, we're in for it.
No time to make a run for it. The hungry hordes are already at the hatch.
Right, style. I'm a napkin.
You want to try some?
You want to try?
Tell us what you think. Would you like to try some pie? It's been spiced up a bit. Like that? Good?
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Spicy pie. We spiced up a bit.
Absolutely delicious.
You change your mind.
Yeah.
That's another,
nice.
that's another convert. See, this is good.
What do you reckon?
I need some
Good.
brown sauce on it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's what
When are you going to bring them out?
Barney.
No Barney.
Yummy.
This is the best pie we've had in 50 years.
No doubt about it. That's a good result for Team Spice.
That's put a spring in my step. You know what I mean? That's a wee pat in the back.
Yep.
If we can get people to change their half-time pie, I think we're on a winner.
We're leaving the metropolis behind and heading into the border country to bring the magical spice to a region famous for its produce. Here at Standhill Farm, Annie Shanks is queen of the award-winning Standhill Cheesery. And she's a genius at making Scotland's traditional cottage cheese, Crowdy.
The crowdy that we make is very traditional, made just with our milk, no cream, no added preservative, nothing like that, and rolled in the pinhead oatmeal.
That's wonderful. It's got a natural sweetness to it. It's creamy. It's got a bit of zest, the sharpness. But the oatmeal, what a great texture.
To be honest with you, this cheese could give the best of France a good run for its money.
Oh, thank you very much.
But how will Annie take to us adding spice to her crowdy perfection?
You up for a wee challenge?
Do you like spices? You're a bit afraid of them?
Bit afraid, yes.
You're not...
Because I've been brought up to good Scottish food.
What runs in your mind when somebody asks you, do you like spicy food?
I think in the roof of my mouth being burnt off.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
I could do something out right now that'll change your mind about spice. Vanilla.
Oh, that is heavenly.
I think that.
Oh.
Wait until you
Shall I
taste
split that for you?
Yes, please.
Nearly all the world's vanilla is made into food flavouring or essence, but used straight from the pod, the taste is richer, more complex.
Oh, that vanilla is just, the aroma.
A little bit of sugar or honey in there.
That is amazing. That really is good.
As well as delicious cheese, the borders are a little-known source of fantastic honey. What's unique about Tweed honey?
It's a bit milder, you
It's a
know?
bit milder, so it's good for applying on a toast and just eating it.
Yeah. Well, taste that, look. Yeah, just have put your finger in, yeah. Take the comb honey on the side. That's lovely stuff.
Sticky honey is the perfect base for a spicy marinade.
Pick something. We're going to cook
I want to pick them all. I'm planning to use this to transform a great British classic. Oi, what's up? What's up?
What are you doing?
A toddiwala twist on a classic roast chicken.
Oh, and tatties?
Oh, that is, of course. You want to know what I'm doing to my chicken then? I've just got some ginger here first.
Yep.
So I'm going to put ginger into my marinade. Delicious fresh ginger contains compounds that will tenderize any meat. Add a few slices to the blender along with 150 grams of honey. Then a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Cinnamon loves chicken. It adds sweetness. But the spice that's going to transform the roast chicken and give it a lovely golden color and earthy taste is turmeric. Then add 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce and the same of lime juice and a splash of golden rapeseed oil. Season with salt and pepper and blitz. Come on, chef. If you come over here, I like your masseuse technique. So,
Yes, chef. No problem.
when the chicken is smothered, I put it in a hot oven for 20 minutes.
Now, I need to drain the potatoes.
Give them a wee bash. See what roughed up at the edges there? This makes a thing you fight over at the dinner table. Crunchy nuggets of beautifully roasted potatoes.
For guaranteed crunch, I'm putting the potatoes into hot rapeseed oil.
After 20 minutes in the oven, cover the chicken with foil or the marinade will burn. Then roast it with the potatoes for another 35 to 40 minutes. And now we just have to wait. Might as well get some exercise on my bike.
Get on your bike.
Yep. Remember, my tricycle had rubbish brakes. If you started braking, you fell over backwards on your face, flat.
Oh, smell the honey and the cinnamon.
Smelling awesome.
Oh, sweet. It smells so
Or what some would say, lovely jubbly.
Lovely jubbly. That's
Steaming hot.
stunning.
Look at that.
Oh, look.
See what we have here?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
What is it?
Juices inside.
Yep.
I think it's going to be perfect, sir.
And now for the perfect spicy pickup for roast potatoes.
We've got here garlic powder, dry sage, chili powder, vegetable stock powder. All you need to do is mix that together, keep it in an airtight jar. Anytime you make roasties or chicken or chips even, just sprinkle it on top. Look at these fantastic tatties. This is what you want. Crispy, golden, lovely.
At the last minute, I'm sprinkling my spice mixture over the piping hot tatties for that mouth-watering flavour.
Now, sir, for the final moment, would you like me to give you a little slice?
No. Of course, that's what I'm waiting for.
Okay, sir, so I'll do you a little slice over there. Just a tiny bit. Just look at that moisture, sir. You can see it, yeah? Breast is not dried up.
You get the sweetness of the cinnamon, then you get the honey. Oh, wow. And then you get the earthiness of the turmeric. That's wonderful.
Sir, may I try some potato now?
I'm waiting for your verdict, chef.
You know what? Potatoes is one of life's great comforts. And these ones, I think with a just hint of chili coming through at the end, and with this chicken together, I think it's a marriage made in heaven.
And that's why Shakespeare said, let it rain potatoes. Everybody wants a tatty.
We are on our way to Kelso on the banks of the great river Tweed. The final stop on our border tour and a living temple to the holy grail of Scottish produce, salmon.
At the Edinburgh House Hotel, owner Ralph Brooks is a high priest of the art of curing and smoking Tweed salmon.
What would you say makes a good side of smoked salmon?
It should be firm.
Yep.
It shouldn't be greasy.
Okay.
You can see the fat in the fish,
Yes.
but there's no grease on it.
top,
So
oozing
that's
out.
the other thing to look for is dry cure. If you can have dry cured salmon as opposed to brine cured, I believe it makes a far nicer product.
I was curious to know if Ralph would ever add spice to this holy of holies.
You're saying that the smoking is basically a seasoning now, but we could add a bit of spice to that to enhance the fish, the flavour, yeah?
Yeah. Delicate spicing to bring out the flavour of the salmon is what you'd be looking for.
And you have to be very careful how you spice that because it is very genteel.
I think an accompaniment for this, because I think it's a perfect product. It's there, it hits all the notes. Something at the side that'll just lift it a wee bit.
Good.
Michael Farr, the gillie on the Rutherford estate, is a man who's eaten the best salmon all his life. We're seeing if we can tickle up his taste buds with smoked salmon, beetroot salad and a fiery horseradish cream flashed with paprika. If you could julienne the beetroot, we're going to put in some lovely cumin, smoked paprika, a little warmth in there. Paprika, a ground European red pepper, is Britain's third most popular spice. It's not too hot and really comes to life when smoked. Some ground coriander. It's got a lemony zest to it and some lovely cinnamon. It's such a sweet spice.
Cinnamon's great for blood circulation, you know that.
So when you're having a big heavy duty donut, cinnamon and icing sugar, you're really doing yourself good.
Yeah, but that's the reason why spices are added to desserts.
Yep.
To make them more
Digestible?
more digestible, of course. Is that fine enough for you, sir?
Yes, that's perfect. So spices are done. Smell fantastic. I'm going to start on a lovely horseradish cream. So chef, horseradish cream.
Yeah.
Quite hot anyway, but I'm putting a little bit of chilli in there, a bit of spice.
To the chilli, I add horseradish cream, followed by a large tablespoon of honey, and the juice of 2 limes,
Oh, I just love that smell of fresh lime.
a splash of double cream, then whisk, and it's done.
Now I'm going to do the salad, chef.
Yep, go for it.
Your lovely julienne or grated beetroot if you wanted to save your fingers. Mint in there, quite a bit. Our lovely spice mixture. Some lovely golden sultanas for sweetness in there. So at the very last minute, just before you serve up, we're going to put some lime juice in here, and it's going to reinforce the lime flavour that we've got in the horseradish cream as well. That'll just tie everything in. We're going to put the beetroot salad here.
Yep. Let's put some salmon around it.
Yeah, please. Chef, that looks fantastic.
It does.
I'm just going to finish it off with horseradish cream.
Yep.
Just
Perfecto.
The time has come to put our smoked salmon dish to the ultimate test. Will it get the thumbs up from a man who lives for his love of salmon?
Hey, Mike. How's the weather outside?
Oh, it's quite cool out there.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
All right, so you know what? We've got some
This is-
super stuff for you.
right. You tell us what you think. Mike, we've done our best. We think it complements this salmon fantastically.
Let's have a taste of this. Here we go.
Do you think he likes it?
He may not. How do you know?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll ask him.
It's different.
It's different. That's good.
Or bad.
I like it.
Did you think it would be like that?
No, I definitely didn't think the spices and everything else. It really is nice.
So I think the feed, people still think spices are hot. That's all they think. Heat.
There's a nice sensation back of the tongue,
Yeah.
So it's got lots of flavor in there,
flavour.
which is what we are trying to bring forward. Tell me, does it remind you of anything that you've tasted before?
Not my wife's cooking.
We came to Scotland hoping to make good food taste even better. And it looks like we passed the test. Because now we have been given a very great honor. We are being invited to fish on one of the greatest salmon rivers in the world. Thank you, that's mine. Thank you very much, sir.
What you're seeing here is a proper Borders baptism.
We are catching our own food today, is it?
Yeah.
You better watch, might catch a sight of something you don't want to see.
Hopefully I don't get it stuck this time. It's the baptism of the spicemen. No. So what do you think? Good day today?
You're standing in the most beautiful river fishing.
Yeah?
Yes, fantastic.
What about the whole
day.
trip? You had a good time?
Awesome.
Next time we are in Suffolk, we'll show how coriander, cumin and turmeric cook the most splendidly delicious beef burger.
We'll add a sparkle to apple crumble with exotic star anise.
And we are doing the unthinkable, spicing up a women's institute tea.
There's a definite bite on that one.